Hey, good afternoon, fellow traders. Black Coffee Trader coming to you. Today is Friday, the 22nd day of March. We had a green day to finish out the week, and the second best week that I've had on trading PAs. Not that I had such a phenomenal week, but had a good solid week and love finishing out the day as we did. As you can see here on TradeZilla, 4 green days back to back to back to back. 475 today, 418, 357, and 1,170. So that was the last 4 days of PA trading. My that 21 account is, I need to find some more of these, or what secret sauce I've got on this one, because this is on day 15 now, 15 straight days of all wins. So no red on this account. Not that I've not had red trades, but if you look at the trades themselves, there was a red trade there, 198 loser, but as a whole, I have had just overall very good trades on this particular account. So, and how do I get back here to my home page? I'm not used to doing this. Okay, here we go. But yeah, so good day. This is an account that I did take a payout on. I took $2,000 out, which is still showing here. So this account's at almost $1,600 in profit again. So we're about $1,000 away from another payout, which is really good. Really happy with that. So yeah, again, just pretty solid trading week again. One of the things I've started to pay attention to is my average win-loss trade. My average winner is about $75, and I'm doing a little bit more of that 21 tick trade where I'm just going for a $100 bill. And I do like it, although probably my most popular trade is a 61 tick trade for 300. What my goals are. But in any case, good start. I want to walk through today and what my plan was. Despite having a good plan, I got faked out badly in the afternoon session here. But yesterday I talked about some of these levels that we were looking at. As we closed the day yesterday, we were below the 600 area, and I was curious to see if that 600 area would hold, or if the overnight session would move up. The overnight session rejected that 600 area. So the morning for me, I was thinking if we go up to the 600 level, we'll probably reject, look for shorts to the downside, and if we come to the 500 level and we do a bounce, I was obviously going to look for longs. If this 500 did not hold and we fell down lower, then I was looking for shorts to the 400 level. That was kind of my general thought process. And really looking for these retests and bounces. Those are just really, we actually had a kind of a triple bottom here today. I didn't really do much here. I didn't take advantage of that at all. I maybe should have, but anyway, it is what it is. But this morning, another bit of good news. I passed my take profit account. I'm so happy with how I executed that strategy. Started that account on Monday, and I said I need to make $3,000. I have to trade that account for 5 days, so I need $600 per day. And we pretty much did that almost to the number every single day. Here you can look at, this is PAs. If you look at the evals, 555, 640, 605, 585, 675. Just a very consistent week on that take profit account, and I caught I passed it in the pre-market. So this morning I could see that the overnight it rejected this 590 area holistically. We had one little bounce above it, but generally speaking, the overnight session was all a rejection of that level. And so this morning we were doing this little dance, and we had this consolidation here. I thought about jumping in here, and I was like, nah, I just don't have enough to convince me. And then when we broke this move and we started this downtrend and we fell below yesterday's low, that's when I jumped in right here. I jumped in short and rode that thing all the way down here for a $560 win. One trade, boom, done, pass, and I love it. So really excited to have a take profit funded account. So we'll have that account, I'm guessing, by Monday morning. I'm not quite sure what the protocol is and how that works, but we will find out. But yes, if I have that funded account, then obviously we'll be trading it on Monday. Then, as you can see, I drew in kind of in anticipation. This was pre-market. I drew this arrow and this arrow in, and then I also drew in as the, I don't think I drew this in until the market opened, because we opened right here in the 9:30 was right here. So we had this move down, and then I drew this and I drew this, thinking, hey, if we get this bounce off this 500 level that I'd been looking for, we kind of put in a nice little floor here, so to speak. But then I caught this bounce beautifully, going to the PA number 29. And this really, again, I think I talked about this a little bit yesterday. This was the account that on Wednesday I lost $800 on it. In the last 2 days, I've made all of that up and then some. So I'm really happy with how I've traded that account. And just, it kind of goes back, I think the big lesson is not allowing myself to have big red days on a funded account. And I've just really tried to make that a habit, because these near-death accounts, 27 and 28, these are accounts that I had $2,000 lost days on and really just gave back the profits, where like I just did on this PA 29, if you stop after you're losing and just in a funk, I mean, we all get there sometimes, you can make that back up. So I made that up in 2 days, and then and plus some additional profits. So really happy with that. But yeah, during the open here, we had this kind of floor being put in right here, and I started going long and really just had a couple little scalps, $35, $15, $20. And what these trades are is I'm going in, and typically on a $100 contract, so I'm looking for 21 ticks. It moves up and it comes back. As soon as let me just show you, this may make more sense. So this ATM strategy is set with a 21 tick profit target, and then the stop strategy is at 15 ticks in profit, my profit jumps to $5 or 5 ticks. So once the trade is moving in my favor by 15 ticks, my stop loss jumps up to +5. So I'm guaranteed $25 out of that trade. Now, for me, it works. It keeps me from having losers. The unfortunate thing is, with only 21 ticks and having that move up at 15, you're only needing 6 more to get to 21. And so sometimes what happens is it stops me out, and then it still makes that move. So, I don't know, you can pick it apart, and I've done that myself. I've picked apart my trades and my ATM and stuff, and the ones that I like and the ones I trade the most are that $100 contract and this $300 contract. The $300 one is 61 ticks in profit, and we start trailing a 25 tick trail at 26 ticks in profit. Those are the two ATMs that I use. That's pretty much it. Anyway, so back to my story here. I took a couple of wins off of that level, and then I was watching for this to pull back, and I just let this pull back, saw these wicks happening, and I jumped in right here at this 510 area, and I went long with a target at 530, and boom, we got the whole deal, $405 profit. And for that trade, for example, that was the $300 ATM. And so once I was in the trade, I took my take profit and moved it up to this level. I was just looking for this I just felt like this was a good solid level to take that. And I could have got more, but I really liked that level. We had like a bottom here. We had several bottom, kind of a flat level here. I thought, hey, that's what I'm going for. So again, I could have got more, but I didn't need more necessarily. This got me to above my profit target on that account for the day. That account's target was 29. I needed 341 today to reach my consistency of getting to my payout here on April 1st. And so we're at 459. So I'm really happy with the rebound we had on that account. While we're here, accounts 21, really the accounts that I've been trading well that are going towards payout did well again on those today. The only ones I struggled with were the near-death accounts. So 4 of the 8 PAs were in drawdown and 4 of the 8 were in profits. But 21 and 22, these are accounts I took a payout from. We needed 195 and 245. I got 257 and 270, so we're ahead of the ball game there. And then 29 and 30, like we just talked about, we needed 341. I had 459. And then on 30, we needed 260, and I had 280. So really good days on those accounts. Really happy with that. Now, going to the near-death accounts, and again, I was trading this. I kind of watched this move happen this afternoon, and I'm not quite sure why I didn't jump in, just because of this consolidation. I didn't like it. I just didn't like it, and it wasn't around my areas that I was looking for my daily plan. But I want account number. No, I'm sorry. I did take some trades here. I do need to show. Maybe it was over here. Hang on. I need to talk about that. There was I lost PA 18. Rest in peace. That is an account I took a payout from. This is an unfortunate thing, but hey, it is what it is. So one of the other wins today is I passed this eval. I bought a new eval, passed it day one. So thank you, Apex, for that 1 day pass. Definitely took advantage of that today. But I was copy trading this eval with PA 18. And I went long right up here at this, right where this is the same area where I took that winner on 450, this PA 29. I went long again, and I held through this entire candle that pulled back. It almost stopped me out. By the way, here I am going rabbit trail again. Someone, I forget who it was, but one of you commented in my chat of maybe a week ago, do you think you should basically expand your stop loss to accommodate for the volatility of the NASDAQ? And I decided to heed that advice, and I did. And I've been trading with a 59 tick stop loss on my 300 ATM strategy versus a 39 tick. So I'm basically giving up $300. And that has served me very well. So whoever you are, thank you. I decided to test that a little bit, and it's working. It definitely worked on this trade. Anyway, so after we held through this massive drawdown and this move started to go back up, I was afraid that this would just be a fake and come back down. So I wanted to move my stop up to break even or just above break even once this move came back into profits. And for some reason, it stopped out this PA 18, but it did not stop out this eval. And the eval went on up, and I took profit somewhere, I forget, somewhere up here, but past that account. So that should have been a $300 profit on this account. And instead it was $1.90 after commissions. Remember it very clearly, because I was like, dadgummit, this account we passed this one, but then this PA, we only had $1 bill. So then I jumped in here, 55 bucks, jumped in here again, 55 bucks, and I was kind of chasing this, but I was thinking about this is going up towards, this high, and I should have known better. I did notice this area here. If we had consolidation in the early morning, that was right in that same level, and that proved to be a difficult level for the market to go through today for some reason, that 560 to 565 range. Matter of fact, that's the level we were dealing with 2 days ago, I believe. Anyway, so my mistake was I then chased again and entered long, and there I lost at 310 bucks, and that's what did that account in. So it is what it is. I'm going to be wrong sometimes, and I'm still going to make those mistakes where I chase a move, and I know I shouldn't do that, but I guess the hindsight is, for whatever reason, this stopped this one out, but it didn't stop this eval out. Is if that wouldn't have happened, I'd have had a $300 profit, and instead of being a blown account, this 18 account, we'd be sitting at about $600 in drawdown and have a nice profit today. So anyway, it is what it is. I guess we're going to plug this one in for that one. And truth be told, it is so difficult. It is so difficult to trade an account when you have so limited drawdown. Like this account here, $50.94. I've had it up to 200. It was all the way down to like 13 something at one time, $13. So it's so hard to trade these accounts. And so I think, I'm not really giving up on it. I don't want to just blow them, but by the same token, if I lose them, I lose them. It's just so hard to get them back, because you have to, where I'm at with this account now, right now, 48,000. So I need $2,000 just to get it up to par, and then I need another 2,600 on top of that. So I got to make 4,600 on that account. It's almost easier to just pass an eval and start fresh. But anyway, so now moving into the afternoon, this is where this market just became the NQ that we know. So we had this move up, and once we got here in this area, I took some shorts. I think that may have been PA19, the other near-death account, I think. No. What account was I trading? Maybe I was just trading this eval. Anyway, I took a couple trades right here in this area. And again, this was an anticipation trade. I looked at this and I thought, we're going to reject. I was looking for this. I was looking for this rejection, and it didn't happen quite the way I'd envisioned it. So I got stopped out there, nothing major. We move on up, and we had this rejection off of this 6, whatever this is, about 608 level. And ironically, I looked left and look at what happened in the overnight session. That almost identical level was rejected. That was the highest rejection level we had in the overnight. And so when I saw that happening, I said to myself, all right, this is we're going to get one of these retests possibly here. So we move down, I let it go, we go back up, boom, and we come back down. I'm thinking, all right, this is it. And I jumped in with, which account was I trading? I thought it was 19, but it's not coming up. Maybe it was just an eval. Maybe I was just trading the eval. But I entered short here and got stopped out, and this move just continued to go, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna let it go. I mean, this was perfect. Look what it did. It did exactly the same, touch, retest, and started right down that trend, exactly the opposite of what would happen in the morning. And I was just wrong. I mean, this market just decided to, no, we're going to go back up here, and then we're going to reject up here, and then we're going to do this bounce. And yeah, so I just kind of let it go. I didn't pass, but I made back some of my losses on 182. Oh, okay, there we go. So I was trading 182 kind of through this. I kind of lost track of this eval this afternoon because I was just jumping in and out of trades with it. But yeah, here you can see that exactly. See this entry? So I really got faked out on that. This move happened as I was envisioning, and I'm like, okay, this thing's going to rip back down. And I entered right here at the bottom, which, I mean, this is what it is. I was just wrong, but $345 loss. And then I finally decided to follow it when we made this move up, and I saw this, and I'm like, all right, I'm going to jump in. Well, that thing went against me, and then I lost $295 that way. And then I stayed out of it until the end of the day when we had this move down, and I caught a couple nice winners, $100 trade, and I thought there was another one in here that was pretty good. But anyway, just caught a couple trades here to bring that account back. So this is not correct, by the way. This is saying $35 from closed. It is not. This account is about $1,500 in drawdown, and this is a brand new account that also it's at like $2,200 or something in drawdown. I'm not sure what's going on with this right now. That's just not showing correctly. So anyway. But yeah, I'm very, very happy with this strategy. I like how I've been trading these levels and looking for these retests and rejections and trading off support and resistance. I really like how that has worked for me this week. Not suggesting that you should trade that way or that that's the best way to trade. It's just the way that's working well for me, at least at the present. And while I had a really good winner here, I also had a loser. Granted, the loser was on an eval, so it is what it is, but you're going to have that. Sometimes the moves are going to happen like we anticipate, and sometimes they're not. So I don't think I've seen this since I've been paying attention to it, where everything has happened and the market just totally faked me out there. I mean, everything was happening exactly like it should have. Total rejection, rejection off a previous high rejection, and it just didn't happen. So I guess it did eventually, but NQ decided to be the old NQ. But hey, it is what it is. We had a good day. We had a great week. Passed a take profit, passed an Apex eval. I think on the week I am 50% on past accounts, I think. I blew a PA today, or a PA. I blew an eval today. I blew an eval on Wednesday. I blew an eval on Monday. So I blew 3, and I passed 2 of them today. So 2 for 5, about a 40% pass rate this week. So I'll take that. And again, on PAs, we blew up that one PA, unfortunately, but back-to-back green weeks, and the second best profit week that I've had. I think my best week is almost 2,400 in profit on PAs, and this week 2,135. So I'll take that. And really, if you look at this at the end of the week, my weekly P&L, the accounts that are red are the near-death accounts. Those are the accounts that I lost money on this week. All the other accounts I made money. 975, 604, 586, 902. This is the weekly profit and loss, how much money we made or lost on each single PA for the week. And the near-death ones, like I talked about, those are just difficult to trade because of the lack of drawdown available. So anyway, we'll see how next week goes. We've got some fresh PAs with the take profit PA, and then the PA that we passed, or the eval that we passed, it'll be a PA on Monday. So we'll be at 9 with only 3 that are in the near-death situation. So one of them is pretty near death. Definitely gasping for some oxygen, but it is what it is. All right, holy cow, it's already 20 minutes. I've been rambling way too long. I don't want to forget to say thank you again for those of you using my codes with Take Profit and Apex. Seeing a lot of you guys using those codes, and I really, really thank you. I appreciate that. Don't forget, Apex has this one-day pass and the 80% off that runs through next Wednesday, and Take Profit still has that 50% off. I don't know when that's ending. I haven't seen anything from them on when that sale is ending, but that is definitely a good sale for Take Profit. So, but yeah, thank you for using my codes. Thank you for all of you guys that are commenting, and if you're new here, please like and subscribe. I try to do my best to bring you these updates on pretty much a daily basis. So have a great weekend, guys and gals. I will catch up with you on Monday.